Lebiu is an Italian design company based on the island of Sardinia and in Spain. We provide eco-fabrics and vegan skin for design and fashion sectors, introducing a new application of waste in a more ecological way, thanks to bio-based binders, and also use a high percentage of cork residue. I came across this idea because I paid attention to a specific industrial sector which is highly contribute to the global warming. In fact, the fashion industry is the second most polluting activity in the world because it is responsible for 20% of the global waste of water and 10% of greenhouse emissions. So right now we are at the point where there is not backward step. We must give a quick response and seek a change not only in the products we consume, but also in the manufacturing process and the use of natural resources. On the other hand, cork is a noble material that is extracted from the cork oak, which works as CO2 sink. It cleans the air, and it's important it's harvesting because the more you harvest, the faster it cleans the air. So the implementation of this powder provides a much more animal-friendly alternative and a greener option for companies that they have to choose which kind of product they would like to buy due to its origin and also processes applied. Avoid from the beginning CO2 additional emissions, since the residues doesn't need to be treated before its uses. During the co-creation with textile and cork technician, I started a documental investigation on bio-based fabrics and also patent research to guarantee the state of innovation among textile industries. And tests conducted with various techniques such as nanonebulization, lamination, coupling, spray, fouling, have shown advantage and also restriction of the state of the material at the beginning of the project. From there, through laboratory practice, the performance of the material has been improved. I think that all the industrial sector which provide products and service for people have to embrace creativity and also non-conventional thinking when creating a new concept for consumer goods. I believe that art and technology collaboration are currently the perfect match to boost innovation in every sector. In my case, I have the chance to focus on production process, learning by doing, and also giving to technicians all different ways to look at new materials, what we could do with different resources and blended production techniques. In the development of the project, I pay attention to important aspects that became the core values of the entire project. These are the environmental sustainability. In fact, Lebiu fabrics are made from pork stopper waste and bio-binders in water solution. So we get a biomaterial with similar properties to animal leather, but totally vegan. Another one is the empowerment of the rural economy. We strongly believe in local community, helping companies that works with cork to reinvent themselves and be more sustainable. We buy cork from small and middle industry that, for example, have difficult to dispose this waste, and we create local employment and rebooting some industry that nowadays are stuck in the past. And the last one is the cultural heritage. We think that it is important to protect our heritage as we pretend to protect our environment. The old technique of producing cork goods introduced by artisans over the years became the identity of, in my case, of my land, but it can be applied to different lands. It transmits social values such as inclusion, respect, and the know-how that is handed from a generation to another. So it's important to keep this heritage alive with the support of the latest technology. So after several tests, a lot of patience, I came across with 3 production lines made by cork residue. One is the cork skin, is a bioskin made of cork particle and eco-binders that keeps the aesthetic appearance of real leather, plus the back that has a spongy effect that resembles the back of the animal leather. No other synthetic leather in the market has such a characteristic, since the back part is usually in fabrics. Then the second one is Nubuck, which is a new vegetal Nubuck. It imitates Nubuck in texture, but made from bioresources. So we find a different way to process this kind of particles. And the last one is nanocork. It's a natural finish that can be applied directly on garment using the minimum amount of water and chemical products. In this way, proposing a new type and much more sustainable and ad hoc finish process where it produces only what is needed without overproduction. The mist of cork particle penetrates into the fiber, improving its resistance and giving this kind of bio-denim effect. and it's a great alternative also to give a second life to clothes and also recovery some clothes that have been damaged during the production process in textile factories. So the material in all these variants is lighter and more resistant to rubbing and to cut. The deposition of particles in several layers and also in different percentage improve its mechanical performance, making this material suitable for footwear and clothing. For example, the pigment adheres better to the particles and allows the greater variety of coloration, and also the production process is faster because there is no need to extract moisture from the particle, stabilize them before its use. The new cork materials are aiming to decrease the carbon footprint of fashion and design industry and preventing also the global warming. It will decrease also significantly the production of real leather, which is good for our health but also for the environment, since of intensive farming is responsible of 20% of the total CO2 in the world. Currently, we are patenting and acquiring eco-certificates to be on market at the beginning of 2021, and at the same time we are still improving the sustainability of the material. So I highly encourage designers to focus on new production cycle, also with the help of the latest technology, in order to generate a new eco-consciousness and change the actual fashion model into a more sustainable and ethical system.